Feedback Learnex. English forever.
The internet as we know it today is the result of the combination of multiple concepts, theories, and contributions from various scholars. My name is Juan Carlos, this is Feedback Learnex, and let's learn about all of these elements that have come together to give birth to the service we enjoy daily. Let's go! It is not possible to attribute the creation of the internet to a single person or a single place where it originated, but rather to a conglomerate whose contributions favored the development of this network. In any case, the invention of the internet is attributed to Dr. Leonard Kleinrock, who proposed the creation of a worldwide network in his paper Information Flow in Large Communication Nets, published in May 1961. The first steps towards the creation of the internet took place in the United States through collaboration between the University of California, Los Angeles, the Stanford Research Institute, and the United States Department of Defense. The internet was created with the aim of facilitating communication between systems connected at the local, regional, national, and international levels. In other words, to facilitate the exchange of information. Joseph Carl Robert Licklider was appointed head of the Information Processing Techniques Office, attached to the Advanced Research Projects Agency of the United States Department of Defense. As head of that office, Licklider expressed his desire to have connected the world through a network. However, Licklider was not a computer scientist or a programmer, so he hired a group of specialists to carry out his idea. Lawrence Robert was responsible for executing Licklider's orders and eventually became the creator of ARPANET, the predecessor network of the Internet. Roberts was the first person to put into practice the network theory created by Dr. Kleinrock. The data transfer networks developed by Roberts in this stage are still used today. In 1966, Lawrence Roberts from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, with the support of DARPA, introduced ARPANET for the first time in the Institute's laboratories. In 1969, the network expanded. This allowed researchers from other institutes to connect to the network created by DARPA and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The first institutions to connect to ARPANET were the University of California, Los Angeles, and the Stanford Research Institute. On August 29, 1969, the first long-distance message was sent from one server to another, from Dr. Kleinrock's laboratory at the University of California to the Stanford Research Institute. In this way, what had been Dr. Kleinrock's dream became a reality. From 1970, the network expanded to other institutes in the United States, such as the University of California, Santa Barbara, and the University of Utah. By 1973, ARPANET already had servers in London. In 1989, Tim Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist at CERN, invented the World Wide Web, which gave birth to the internet as we know it today. Berners-Lee's idea was to create an information system that would connect text through hyperlinks. To achieve this, he included the use of hypertext transfer protocols, or HTTP, to connect the network of texts to a computer. In this way, it was no longer just connecting one computer to another, but establishing a relationship between a computer and all the information available on the network. Likewise, the www system made it possible to exchange information between computers that were not compatible. In summary, the Internet emerged in the laboratories of the University of California, the Stanford Research Institute, the Advanced Research Projects Agency, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the University of California, Berkeley, and CERN. This was interesting information. I definitely learned something new today and was able to practice my listening skills. What about you? This was Feedback Learnex, and I am Juan Carlos. I'll talk to you next week.
Learnex.